All right, so find yourself your most comfortable seat. You might wheel around a little bit. You might adjust the feet so that they're uncrossed if you're sitting in a chair, or maybe you like them to be crossed if you're sitting on a mat or a cushion. You can also be lying down. You can adjust anything to whatever position is most comfortable in your body today. We're going to do a few minutes of some gentle movement. We're going to do some breathing, and we'll do some meditation. So just sink into your hips, let the hips blossom, and let the belly be round. Some people have a tendency to suck the belly in or try to take control of the belly. Just let it do whatever it naturally wants to do. I invite you to slowly turn the head in one direction. You might already feel the stretch. That's great. If you want a little bit of extra, you can very gently touch the jaw, sitting up tall, and twist. And then if the hand is on the jaw, you can let that go. Use the eyes first, looking towards center, and then let the head slowly fall away, more slowly than is possible, maybe more slowly than even feels comfortable. And then carrying on to look over the other shoulder, and then readjusting to sit up tall. And if this is enough, great, stay here. And if you want a little bit more, you can add the hand on the jawline to give a tiny extra twist. Remembering that 80% is always good enough. We're not looking for a lot of effort here. We're looking for balance. What feels good in your body, what stretch is nourishing versus what feels tough or difficult. And then if the hand's up, you can let it go, using the eyes to look back towards center and then very slowly following the eyes back to a nice neutral position. So the neck works in many different ways. And so we've just twisted it. This time we'll stretch the side by dropping one ear to the shoulder. And again, this is often enough. I can already feel this stretch down the side of the neck. But if you want a little extra, you can gently rest the hand on top of the head. No need to crank or pull on it. Just that little extra bit of weight often gives a little extra stretch. Thinking about sitting up tall, relaxing the shoulders, breathing normally here. And then if the hand is on top of the head, we can just let it come gently. And then again, very slowly, super gently coming back through center. You might like to do a few shoulder rolls in one direction and the other direction before jumping into the other side. You might feel a difference on the left and the right. That's normal, that's fine. This time we'll drop the opposite ear to the opposite shoulder. We'll hang out here. You may already feel the stretch on the other side of the neck. We'll think about sitting up tall. And if you want a little bit extra, you can gently rest the hand on top of the head, relaxing the shoulders, breathing gently here, finding a position that you think you could stay in for a long time. So if you are building up tension in the body because this doesn't feel good, then maybe you need a little bit of a lesser stretch today. And that's not failure. That's actually really good listening to your body, whatever biofeedback it's giving you, and adjusting accordingly. We don't have to go deep or be the best or look a certain way to get the benefits. If the hand's on the head, you can let it down and then very, very slowly coming back to center. And again, you might roll the shoulders in one direction and the other direction. Or you might try rolling them one by one. Just see what feels best. And then if there are any other movements, anything that would feel good in your body, a twist or stretching out the legs or the hands, whatever it is, take a minute to give the body what it needs before settling in for some stillness. So for me, I think a twist is always great. That makes my back feel really good. And then you can always tuck something behind the back if that feels better. Again, you can change positions to lying down. You can adjust your sitting position so you feel more rooted, more grounded. Again, letting the hips be open, really sinking into what's beneath you, and letting the belly be loose, just however it wants to be. And then once you've moved in a way that you feel like, okay, I've moved my body's pretty happy, I'm ready to sit still for about 15 minutes, I'll invite you, if you like, to close your eyes. And if you don't, you can lower the gaze or find a drishti, a single point of focus where you're not distracted by everything that may be going on around you. And we'll just feel how heavy the eyelids are. Can you make the eyes be heavier in their sockets? Can you unfurrow the brow and let the forehead be really loose? And then can you unhinge your jaw, maybe stretching a little bit and coming to a position where the teeth are just gently separated. Notice where your tongue is. You might like to lightly touch it to the top upper teeth. But the tongue is also a muscle, and sometimes it also holds tension. So see if you can relax your tongue. And then we'll relax the ears and the temples. See if you can make it feel like they're a little bit lower, that the jaw is a little bit looser. And then we'll come to the breath. In and out through the nose where you can. Watching the breath in your body. We breathe thousands of times a day, but most of them we are unaware of because the body can breathe without us thinking about it. We don't have to tell it, oh, inhale now, exhale now. But the breath is special because we do have the ability to take over, to take control, to hold the breath, to elongate the breath. Invite the breath into the belly. Again, these don't have to be big breaths. See if you can get the diaphragm involved. Let the belly rise on the inhale. And then sink on the exhale. You might think of a moonflower that opens in the night on the inhale, letting the belly swell, letting the body take up more space, and that closes down during the day so that it's protected on the exhale. Blossoming on the inhale, and then retracting on the exhale. We'll stay here for another minute. And we'll gently bring the attention from the belly to the heart center. Do some intention settings. So think of a characteristic, something that you would like to call more of into your life. I'm going to use I walk gently in this world. Or maybe I move gently through this world might be more appropriate. I'm going to connect my mantra to my breath. So you can use mine or you can use one that has come to you. Usually the first thing that comes to you is the right thing to work with today. So on my inhale, I'm going to think I move gently. And on the exhale through this world. If you're using a different phrase, split it up as you see fit. But I'm inhaling, I move gently, and exhaling through this world. You can have the hand on your heart if you like, or you can simply visualize the heart space. We'll be here for a couple minutes. There is lots of neuroscience that the mind really wants to match your expectations. So when you set an expectation, when you tell it, this is how it is, or this is what we're doing, or this is how it goes, the body and mind really want to collaborate. So when we tell ourselves negative feedback, that's what the body hears. But when we tell it something positive, how we are, how we handle things, the body really wants to live up to those high expectations as well. Inhaling and exhaling. And I'll call you back in a couple minutes. Inhaling, I move gently. Exhaling through this world. And if you lose the mantra, you lose the breath, that's not a big deal. This happens to everyone. The mindfulness is in the recognition that we've lost it and the calm, easy bringing it back. Inhaling, I move gently. Exhaling through this world. And being able to get back on track without having too many critical thoughts, just simply noticing and then shifting direction in a totally neutral way. Inhale one more. I move gently and exhale through this world. And then just come to sit quietly. Gently scanning the body, finding any areas of tension or discomfort, softening those, or mindfully readjusting the body. Maybe breathing into those areas, giving them permission to relax if they're too tight. How are those hips? Are you still allowing them to be soft, to allow the earth beneath you to support you? You don't have to do any work. How's the belly? Is the belly still soft? Is it still expanding on the inhale and contracting on the exhale? How are your feet? Do you feel any sensations, either externally, the ground touching you or your socks, or any internal sensations? Can you feel into the ball of the foot, the arch, the heel, the toes? Where are your legs in space? What position are they in? Are the knees close together? Are they further apart? Are both legs symmetrical, or are they in slightly different positions? And there's no need to correct or change anything. We're just observing. But of course, if you're uncomfortable and you need to mindfully move, then please do that. How's your spine? Can you feel the intercostal muscles between the ribs in the back, next to the spine, expanding and contracting with the breath? This is sometimes a harder one to feel. Sometimes it's helpful to increase the breath capacity. So increase breathing in a little bit more air right into the backside body, and breathing out just a tiny bit forcefully, just to feel how the breath impacts the back as well. And then let the breath return to normal as you observe the neck. Is there any stiffness? Have the shoulders crept up? Can you remind them to drop back down? Is the chin jutted forward? Can you slightly slide it back so the head is above the spine, is above the hips? Can you feel the eyes in their sockets? Is your jaw still slack? Can you relax the ears and the nose and the tongue? Come back to your intention one last time. Send it out to the universe. Let the universe help conspire to make it so. They move through this world. Going gently is a form of strength. Treating yourself gently is the best form of self-care. When you're ready, you can slowly move the body, gently blink open your eyes. There's no rush. Thanks for practicing with me today.